Let me conclude very briefly by thanking everyone for their contributions today. It's been a productive summit. As President Obama made clear this morning, this is about breaking an entire cycle of terrorism, preventing radicalization in the first instance, countering foreign fighter threat, and confronting the barbaric murderers like ISIL. These are some of the toughest issues that we face in the international community today, and they're some of the most important to the future of the community. Already, we've made progress. In the past few years, we've retaken almost one-third of the territory ISIL once held in Iraq. We've taken thousands of ISIL fighters off the field, including some of their senior leaders. But we also know that ISIL is a horrific and resilient enemy, and every day they unleash new depravities, torture, murder, rape, and slavery. We have to make no mistake. They should not misunderstand. We will destroy this scourge, but we have to be honest and sober about how long this will take and how difficult it's going to be. So today, we renewed our pledge to one another to keep up this fight. And we welcome Nigeria, Malaysia, and Tunisia to our counter-ISIL coalition, and we reaffirm our support for Prime Minister Abadi and the people of Iraq as they strive to build a stable and secure country. We're doing more to keep foreign fighters from traveling to conflict zones and exacerbating the violence. More countries have updated their laws. More countries have successfully prosecuted fighters. And more countries have identified and detained suspected terrorist fighters. We've increased our information sharing with Interpol. And today, we welcome the plan to further improve our ability to share data and cooperate with one another. We've still got more work to do, as we all know, though, because every fighter we keep out of the conflict is one less person enslaved to an ideology of destruction, one less terrorist intent on returning to our shores. We've got to intercede before disenfranchised youth, young women and men start to believe the lies that terrorist groups are profligating. And that's what Countering Violent Extremist Summit President Obama and I hosted in February at the White House was about, which so many of you attended. And that's what the vision we are reaffirming today. We've taken good steps, but you all know, we all know, although we brought more voices to the table and new mechanisms to coordinate our assistance and build capacity of countries on the front lines of terrorism, we have to continue to work very hard to maximize their capabilities. The need for continued progress is as urgent as ever, and when the Internet can bring radicalizing ideas to any child with a computer, when flights circle the globe every hour, violent extremism cannot be ignored. Here in New York, we know better than anyone it cannot be ignored. And to meet the threat as adaptive, as insidious as terrorism is, we've got to attack it from every angle, as has been pointed out by all of you. Top down and bottom up, in our houses of worship, in our classrooms, in our very homes, and here at the United Nations. At the same time, our actions must be rooted in respect for basic human rights. We've got to do more to address legitimate grievances by helping improve governance, strengthen the rule of law, and expand opportunity around the world, particularly for so many millions of young people who lack that opportunity. We're all in this together, as you've all stated today over and again. The fight will be long, will be hard, but ultimately, we have something that the terrorists don't have. We offer hope. We offer a future defined by possibilities. I often think of this notion that everyone talks about, how this is the first terrorist organization that's occupied large swatches of territory, and how they may be able to expand that. They cannot succeed. They cannot succeed. No peoples will, in fact, chafe under their barbarism. It will not happen. The question is how rapidly we can move to keep many more people from being victimized by what is ultimately a failed ideology and a failed possibility. And the promise we made together today is to build a better tomorrow for our children. So I end by saying, may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops in the fight against these barbarous terrorists. Thank you all for your patience, and we are adjourned.